Let's go straight away to Al Jazeera's Kathy Novak. She's in Seoul for us, covering this breaking story. And Kathy, what more do you know?
Well, these are early reports still, but we're hearing from the South Korean Joint Chiefs of Staff that North Korea seems to have fired one unidentified, they say, missile at about 20 minutes before midnight South Korea time. This was immediately reported to President Moon Jae-in, and he convened a National Security Council meeting that is taking place 1:30 a.m. local time. So an urgent meeting being called by the president there. From the Japanese Chief Cabinet Secretary, the reports are that the missile flew for about 45 minutes and, as you say, appears to have landed in waters off of Japan. This missile launch, or what apparently has been a missile launch, is not entirely unexpected. There were signs we're hearing coming from officials in the United States and here in South Korea that their preparations were being made for a missile launch in North Korea, and there was a high alert here on the Korean Peninsula that this could be taking place, especially as yesterday here on Thursday in South Korea and North Korea was the day that marks the end of the Korean War, known as Armistice Day here in South Korea, and celebrated as Victory Day in North Korea. And in the past, North Korea has been known to have these provocative measures on important holidays. So there was an alert that this may be taking place, and of course this seems to have happened now late at night. And what all of the officials will be keen to find out is more details about exactly what kind of missile this was. We know that earlier this month, on July the 4th, North Korea for the first time tested its first intercontinental ballistic missile that was also reported to splash down in waters off of Japan. The reason for this is because when North Korea tends to test its missiles, what it does is it fires them at a very high altitude in order to test the range and the workings of the missile. But what the experts do then is look at the details of the missiles and extrapolate exactly what kind of range it might have, because ultimately we know what North Korea is trying to do is develop a missile that can ultimately reach the U.S. mainland, and what it wants to do is be able to arm that missile with a nuclear warhead so that it can say that it has the capability to launch a nuclear strike on the U.S. mainland.